Today we're gonna ride out to Waredaca. Just try to. And it's a total of almost 20 miles. One way it's like 9.4, so that's 19 miles. So I have all 3 batteries with me. The 2 60-volt 20-amp batteries are hooked up right now, and then I got the 40-amp one in my bag. So let's see if we can do it. The weather's nice, very little wind. I'm dressed almost too warm. All right, let's go for it. Got all my lights turned on. And away we go. There's some stretches where I could probably ride real slow like this if I really wanted to. But most of it I'm not going to be able to. So I'm going to go up to 124 and then make a left on Woodfield School Road. And that's going to take me all the way up to Hawkins Creamery, and then Hawkins Creamery to 108, and then I can't remember what the next street is. There we go. Try to conserve as much battery as possible and not ride fast or anything. So, the other day out riding, came across, there's this one kid in our neighborhood who has a home-built DIY gas-powered scooter. Doesn't go very fast. He probably like maybe 15 miles an hour. So I've seen him a couple times, and he has some friends who just recently, 3 of them to be exact, hilarious. And 2 of them had motorcycle helmets. The ringleader, who probably talked them into getting these things, or to talking their parents into getting them, wears a skateboard helmet. Not a good helmet for those kind of speeds. Now, if those kids were just to be riding those bikes like out on trails, I don't have a problem with it. My problem is they're out on the street. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure when I was that age in middle school, I wasn't really all that mature. And I would do stupid shit, right? So my feeling is the parents who bought these things for these kids are completely clueless when it comes to like what these bikes are and what they're capable of doing. And it's so typical, you know, of parents they just blindly buy shit for their kids without even finding out any kind of information about them. And a kid who's like 12 years old and on a bike that's doing 30 and up, that's just a recipe for disaster, if you're asking me. And the problem with it is, if the area becomes rampant with these kids, like what happened down in Biscayne, Florida, it's gonna really suck. But I'm gonna tell you what, if it starts to get out of hand like that, I'm gonna be very much involved in the community, and I hate to say it, but policing these kids. And these kind of bikes, you know, if they're going that fast, those kids there needs to be an age limit. Like, you need to be at least 16 to ride these things. And I only say 16, and I would say higher, but I say 16 to be all fair, because, you know, at 16 you can get your driver's license. But just the thought of a kid who's like $12 or $13 years old riding a Telerio or Suron and just going all out, it's a recipe for disaster. You know, it's one thing as an adult, and even know that sometimes we can be irresponsible as well. As adults, we're expected to behave properly. It doesn't always happen, obviously, but for the most part, that's how we're raised, right? So when I see a kid that's, you know, 12 or 13 years old, and just talking to him and realizing that I know he's going to do a lot of stupid shit on this bike, and I just hope and pray that these 3 kids don't become a nuisance, because it's going to fuck it up for me. And I hope none of them get really seriously injured, because I can see the writing on the wall. I saw them riding the first day, and then I saw them riding yesterday. And I can just see there's one of them's going to wipe out, and it's going to be bad. And if it's that kid with a skateboard helmet and he's going pretty fast, he wipes out, man, parents might think twice about what they bought their kid. And we all know that, you know, riding these things, crazy shit happens. So anyways, that's my 2 cents worth. I'll probably comment about it some more as we ride along here, because it could get kind of boring. So there we go. So I'm gonna ride as casual as long as I can. It is a Monday about 12:30, I would say. So I really shouldn't worry about traffic too much. I rode this same route on Saturday just to see how far I could go. Headwind today, though. It doesn't look like there's any wind, but I guess there is a little bit of a wind. Hey, so that's another thing. Wearing a proper helmet and proper eye protection, bugs and shit come flying up at your face. That one kid with the actually 2 of them weren't even wearing like any kind of eye protection, which, you know, that is a serious no-no. Now, granted, if I was their age, you know, and my parents bought me something that nice, heck yeah, man, I'd be going out blasting up the streets. The problem is as with anything that has some risk involved, without the proper education on said item, you could get seriously injured, if not fatally. You know? So I really hope nothing happens with these kids. So we'll have to see as time goes on. I mean, the weather's nice now, you know. So, I mean, probably see a lot of them. But again, I just hope I don't have a gang of, you know, bratty, punky ass kids riding around my neighborhood causing issues with e-bikes, because again, that's just going to cause problems for me, and I don't want that, you know. Who does? But like I said, if it gets to that point, that's when I'm going to become seriously involved in it. I don't want the minority to mess it up for the majority, because that seems like that's what always happens, you know. Politics, it's always the minority that are the ones with the loudest voices, or, you know, the ones that cause the most problems, you know. Gotta stop doing that in today's world. Stop listening to the minority. Fucking minority doesn't know shit. Well, quite the beautiful day out here. Get some weird cross drafts here that like to kind of push me. Car behind me that doesn't want to pass me. Speed a little bit. It's like a coin. Probably just a quarter or something. Can't really tell what it is. Looks like a coin. Not really looking forward to riding on this part. Hopefully this part I won't get any of those fucking cross straps. My road should be right up here at the top of this hill. Is this it? Yep. Now we can take it easy. Don't have to worry about anybody being right behind me. Well, maybe, but at least I don't have to really worry about driving fast. Of course, this is a really short stretch. 100 yards maybe. Pretty out here. There's one section of the last bit of road that I got to be on that's really cool looking. It's like a big open wheat field. Pretty awesome looking. Got a honeybee farm. Okay. And that's not very far down that way. I don't like having to come out on this blank hill though, or blind hill. There we go. Got this cross draft happening here. A lot of headwind. I don't want to get too fast here. Maybe take it down to 4. That field. It doesn't look as nice right now. During the summertime it's actually all green because it's like I think they grow wheat here. Well, it is wheat, yeah. But it'll eventually start to turn like yellow. Bicyclists hate e-bikers, it seems like. They're like Harley Davidson riders, you know. Ooh, that's some wind. Riding sideways. To this brewery quite often, and yeah, it doesn't sound right. It makes me sound like a drunk, right? Well, during the summertime, I like to come out here because it's a really nice, it's a really pretty place to come to as far as breweries go. But you know, I've driven down, I drive this route all the time, and I've always just really thought this stretch was really pretty. It doesn't look that pretty right now. I mean, it is kind of cool looking. You know, during the summertime, it looks even nicer. But I mean, look at that. That's over there. That's pretty nice. Probably takes them a day to mow that grass, but you know what? That might be what's it called? The grass for like new homes and buildings and whatnot. Hay baler? It's like a hay baler. Could be wrong. Yep. That's not a hay baler. I don't know what that was. Head rings or bad cylinder rings. So let's floor it and let's try to burn some more oil and fuck up this engine even more. Oh, look at that. That's not good. Glad I saw that. Ooh. There, not that far. like almost here. You know, I really like that song by Green Day, but god dang it, they're playing the F out of it on DC 101, and I hate it. Yep, here they are. Here it is, and it doesn't even look like it's open. This is Waredaca. See, it's a horse farm too. They have horse rides out here. I see some cars up here. There's somebody riding a horse. Yep, they're closed. That sucks. Good thing I rode all the way out here. But at least I know I can make it. And let's see, I got 50% battery. So, might as well take a break.